Assalamu alaikum students. So today's lecture is about the nerve fiber. So what is nerve fiber? Fiber is a thread-like extension of the nerve cell which is called the axon and the myelin sheath and the covering if present in the nervous system. So a nerve fiber is the axon plus the myelin sheath or any covering. Nerve fiber can be divided into two types histologically, the myelinated nerve fibers and the unmyelinated nerve fibers. So nerve fibers, those myelinated are those which are covered by the myelin sheath, while unmyelinated fibers are those which are not covered by the myelin sheath. Here in this picture you can see the white matter versus the gray matter. So this is the gray matter and you can see that it is appearing dark, while in white matter you can see the axons. These are the axons, these black spots, and the and covering them is the myelin sheath, which is a fat, which has a fat in its composition. So the fat is washed out here. So this is appearing like that. So this is the white matter and this is the gray matter. And in gray matter you can see the cell bodies of the neurons and other cells. While in white matter, the axons are present, whether they are myelinated or unmyelinated, and some kinds of cells are also present. So can you guess what kind of cells are present here in the white matter? In case of central nervous system, oligodendrocytes are present, while in case of peripheral nervous system, Schwann cells are present. The myelination around the axons are produced by the Schwann cells in the peripheral nervous system, while in case of central nervous system, they are produced by oligodendroglia. And what about the composition of the myelin sheath? These consist of lipids plus proteins and lipids, especially the sphingomyelin. So lipids and proteins are present in the myelin sheath. In myelinated nerve fiber, the axon is surrounded by a covering of the lipoprotein material, and this material is called myelin, and the covering whole is known as the myelin sheath. This sheath forms an interrupted insulator covering that facilitates saltatory conduction in the myelinated nerve fibers, which increases the conduction velocity up to 10 times. So this myelination, it increases the velocity of the neurons up to 10 times. The myelin is highly refractile in nature, due to which the myelin nerve fiber, when seen in mass, appear white on gross inspection. Hence the alternative name white nerve fiber. As mentioned earlier, the myelin sheath is not a continuous layer but shows interruptions at regular intervals. Now these gaps are known as nodes of Ranvier. So these are the nodes of Ranvier. So here you can see that myelin is not continuous and it is interrupted, and the interrupted point is known as nodes of Ranvier, also known as nodal gaps. Each segment of the nerve fiber lying between two consecutive nodes is also called as internode. So the myelin sheath is actually a greatly extended and modified plasma lemma wrapped around the axons in a spiral manner. So you can see diagram that myelin sheath is actually greatly extended modified plasma membrane plasma lemma wrapped around the axons in a spiral fashion, and therefore it shows concentric laminae in transversely sectioned nerve cell fibers. The myelin laminae are formed by the Schwann cells, as I have told you, in the peripheral nervous system, and by oligodendrocytes in the central nervous system. The process of formation of myelin sheath around the axon is called myelination or myelogenesis. Myelination of axon in the neural tissue begins in the last 3 months of intrauterine life, but occurs mainly during the period of infancy, about first 12 months after the birth. Myelination continues during the childhood and is completed in the adolescent period of the life. Now, here you can see that this is the Schwann cell or the uh, oligodendrocyte which is present in relation to an axon, and it starts wrapping its plasma lemma around the nerve fiber. So you can see here the concentric lamellae, the overlapping inner layers of neurolemma plasma membrane form the myelin sheath. So here you can see axon wrapped around the with the myelin covering. Here you can see a transverse section of the nerve fiber. This is the nerve fiber and covering with the myelin sheath. And this is the region where the nodes of Ranvier, where myelination is absent. You can see here the layers. The myelination is absent at the node of Ranvier. And this is the axon covered in the myelin sheath. So the Schwann cells, also called as neurolemocytes, are the supporting cells of the peripheral nervous system, which also perform the important function of forming myelin sheath around the axons. To make a myelin covering around an axon, multiple Schwann cells are involved. So in making myelin sheath around an axon, multiple these Schwann cells are involved, and each internode is myelinated by one Schwann cell. As you can see here, each internode is myelinated by one Schwann cell. The next one is myelinated by another Schwann cell, and next one is myelinated by next internode is myelinated by another Schwann cell. So a single axon, peripheral axon, is myelinated by multiple Schwann cells. Okay, and therefore the longer the axon, greater the number of Schwann cells employed. Each Schwann cell extends its plasma membrane that spirals around the axon, and lipid and proteins of the plasma lemma give rise to myelin sheath. Microscopic examination of myelinated nerve fiber reveals that in each internode outer to the myelin sheath, the residual cytoplasm of the Schwann cell forms a thin covering which is called the neurilemma, or the sheath of the Schwann. The flattened nucleus of the Schwann cell is also seen to be present under the neurolemma in the middle part of each internode. Now in central nervous system, the oligodendrocytes form myelin around the axon. Each oligodendrocyte has several processes which form myelin sheath around many adjacent axons simultaneously. So this is a single oligodendrocyte, and it is forming the myelin sheath around many axons. The plasma membrane of each oligodendrocyte process wraps around a segment of an axon and forms a myelin sheath in that internode. Several oligodendrocytes are employed to form myelin in different internodal segments of the axon in the CNS. The cell body of the oligodendrocytes remain in between the nerve fibers, and these cells continue to maintain the myelin sheath and provide trophic support to the axons. In this slide, you can see an axon covering with the external lamina, neurilamina, which is the external cell membrane of the, cell membrane of the Schwann cell, which after forming the myelin sheath covers the external surface of the axon, like the basal lamina of the epithelia. And this structure contains the type 4 collagen and is continuous with the surrounding connective tissue rich in reticular fibers. Now, the surrounding connective tissue makes up the endoneurium around the Schwann cell, which is a connective tissue. We will discuss in the peripheral nerve that this endoneurium and other type of connective tissue surrounds the axons to form the peripheral nerve. The unmyelinated nerve fibers, the axons of smaller caliber, that is less than 1 micrometer in diameter, are not surrounded by a myelin sheath or any other covering. However, the unmyelinated nerve fibers receive trophic support from Schwann cell in the peripheral nervous system and oligodendrocytes in the central nervous system. Therefore, in peripheral nervous system, the unmyelinated fibers run in grooves in successive Schwann cells. So you can see here that these nerve fibers are running in the groove of the formed by the Schwann cell. In the central nervous system, the unmyelinated axons run in grooves in the oligodendrocytes. So here you can see this is the unmyelinated axon running in the groove between the oligodendrocyte or the Schwann cell, and this is the cell membrane, and this is the nucleus of the cell. Functions of the myelin sheath: it prevents leakage of ions by 5,000 folds. It increases velocity of conduction by 5 to 50 folds due to saltatory conduction and myelinated nerve fibers, while in non-myelinated nerve fibers, the velocity of conduction is reduced. Saltatory conduction conserves energy because only nodes are premier, they get depolarized. So this was the physiology function of the myelin sheath.